Hello, everyone. In this month's Farm to School office hours, we will be sharing insights on the fantastic Indiana Farm to School Recognition Program. This initiative program spotlights and celebrates schools across the state that are going above and beyond in connecting students with healthy, locally grown food and food education. From school gardens to nutrition education to local sourcing ingredients from farmers, the schools recognized by this program are the true farm to school champions. We will dive into what it takes for a school to earn this recognition, the many benefits for the students and the community, and inspiring success stories of exemplary farm to school practices happening right here in Indiana. Before we get into the recognition program, I'd like to introduce the Indiana Grown for Schools Network. The Indiana Grown for Schools Network is a collaborative effort that fosters the relationships necessary to sustain farm to school initiatives in every Indiana county. By supporting local farmers and school communities, we forecast the emergence of agricultural leaders who truly understand the interconnectivity of food systems, resulting in healthier families, communities, and economies. Through this network, we are working as a team to expand and enhance initiatives that get more locally grown foods onto school menus, establish and maintain flourishing gardens, and weave engaging nutrition and agriculture education into classroom curriculums. Imagine students connecting with the land, learning about where their food comes from, and developing a profound appreciation for the farmers who feed us. Farm to School is much more than just putting food on plates. Farm to School is about cultivating a whole new generation of informed food citizens who will shape a brighter future for Indiana's food landscape. We're excited to see how Farm to School initiatives will continue to create a more resilient, sustainable, and delicious food system for all. The Indiana Grown for Schools Recognition Program is a marketing based program that is designed to recognize schools that are engaged in farm to school initiatives. Recognized schools demonstrate a commitment to provide a comprehensive learning environment while supporting their local economies. The four badges that we will represent today represent our four nationally recognized pillars of farm to school: local procurement, agriculture and nutrition education, school gardens, and farm to early care and education. A qualifying entity must earn the main three badges to achieve full recognition. Schools that include ECE classrooms can achieve additional recognition by adding the fourth badge, Farm to ECE. We'll talk about these specifically as we move through this office hour. Today we're diving into an exciting program that's really making a difference in connecting Indiana schools with fresh, locally grown food. It's called the Indiana Grown for Schools Recognition Program, and it's all about fostering strong relationships between schools and local farms. Now, this program has three different levels that schools can strive for, each one recognizing a deeper commitment to what's known as farm to school practices. The first focus area is agriculture and nutrition education, where students learn hands on about what food is grown and why eating fresh, wholesome ingredients matter for their health. The second pillar is school gardens. I love this one because it really gets kids outside planting, tending, and harvesting their very own fresh produce to enjoy. And finally, the third key element is local procurement, which is all about schools actually sourcing and serving up food from nearby farms or from their broadline distributor and using those in their cafeterias. It's a win-win, supporting the local agriculture economy while nourishing students with the freshest, most nutrient-dense food possible. The more that schools embrace these farm to school practices, the higher the recognition level they can achieve in this program. When we think about the benefits of the recognition program, we're really thinking about engaging students in an environment that is influenced by farm to school movement, accomplished by that schools should take pride in. By participating in the Indiana Grown for Schools network, schools have the opportunity to be recognized for their efforts in promoting local, sustainable food sources and educating young minds about the origins of their meals. Using our marketing-based products, schools will be able to showcase to families, school communities, and future residents the great things that are happening within their school as they receive different badges. Schools can receive partial or full recognition. We're going to start off by talking about partial recognition. This is when a school would receive 1 to 2 program badges. As schools work towards full recognition, they will receive digital badges and window clings to proudly display to their school community, showcasing their commitment to this important initiative. When a school receives full recognition, that means that they've received all 3 program badges. When they receive their program badges or full recognition, they will receive Indian Grown for Schools Network swag, including essential tools for their school nutrition staff, such as aprons, spatulas, bench scrapers, and pot holders. Students and staff will also receive functional items like rain gauges for their school gardens, pens and pencils in their classrooms, all bearing the Indian Grown for Schools Network branding. A special media day will also be organized by the network to amplify the school's great work. This helps to share the story with the local community and state through social media, press releases, and other forms of publicity. This is a tremendous opportunity for schools to not only implement the meaningful farm to school practices, but to also receive well deserved recognition and support from the Indian Grown for Schools network as they champion this important cause. Let's dive into the guidelines for qualifying for this exciting recognition program. To be eligible, you'll need to be an individual school, residential child care institution, early care and education provider, or an after school program that's running an ongoing program or project for at least 6 months. We want to recognize the sustained efforts that are really making an impact. To maintain your recognition status, you'll need to submit annual documentation showing that you're still actively running your awesome project or initiative. We want to make sure these awards represent programs that are continuously striving to make a difference year after year. So keep up the great work, stay committed to your cause, and we'll celebrate the organizations that are truly dedicated to positive change. Now we're going to dive into each individual badge and the requirements within to receive those badges. So this is for my procurement professionals. Let's talk about local procurement. This is about serving up local food in your school's breakfast or lunch program at least twice a month. So not only does this support your local food economy, it also gets kids excited about healthy, delicious meals. The only thing that doesn't count towards this earning or toward earning this badge is our local milk. We also have the Great Garden School Badge. This is for our garden enthusiasts. We'll dive into what it takes to earn this school garden badge and how this can be attained. So first off, the garden itself. So whether you're getting your hands dirty in a traditional in-ground plot or on the school property, or you're thinking outside the box with a tower garden, hydroponic setup, or even just some pots in the sunny windowsill, as long as the school staff are the ones that are tending to it, you're good. But a thriving garden is just the first step. The real magic happens when you turn the harvest into hands-on learning for students. So maybe you're harvesting cherry tomatoes and fresh herbs to put into a healthy snack right in the classroom. Or perhaps you have an excess of leafy greens and you're making that are making their way into the cafeteria salad bar. If you have extra vegetables or produce and you don't know what to do with it, you can also donate it to your school's backpack program or your local food bank. The last, this isn't our last one, but this is our last badge for the K through 12 space. To earn the farm friendly badge, schools must provide comprehensive nutrition and agriculture education to all students from kindergarten through high school. In the elementary and middle school grades, so this is our K through 8, this means that you're delivering a systematic unit of instruction that covers key topics related to food, farming, and health and eating. This could involve hands-on activities like planting a school garden, field trips to the local farm, cooking lessons that are focused on preparing fresh produce, and classroom lessons on the science behind how food is grown. Once the students reach that high school level, so our grades 9 through 12, the farm friendly program requires integrating nutrition and agriculture education into at least 2 courses that are mandatory for graduation. This ensures that every student is exposed to these important subjects, even if they don't opt to take an elective class on these topics. So, for example, a biology class could include a unit on ecology of food systems. An economics class might discuss agriculture business models, and a health class could cover the nutritional aspects of farm to table eating. The goal of this is to really weave in food and farm education into the core high school curriculum so that every graduate has a solid understanding of these essential topics. If you're thinking about the early care and education badge, you're thinking about our Future Farms Friend badge. So this is the last badge that we have in our recognition program, but the only badge that is available to our early care and education sites. So, what do you need to do to score this Future Farm Friends badge? First, you will be required to serve delicious local food in at least 2 different meals or snacks each month. Next, you'll want to cultivate a learning garden for your students right there on site. This is an opportunity for them to get their hands dirty, planting seeds, tending crops, and harvesting their very own homegrown produce. This is a great way for them to truly connect with where their food comes from, develop an appreciation for all the hard work that goes into it. Finally, to round things out with an educational unit, you want to make sure that this dives into the ins and outs of nutrition and agriculture education. This is an opportunity to teach our youngest Hoosiers about the journey from farm to fork, the importance of eating a balanced diet chock full of whole foods, and the vital role that farmers play in nourishing our communities. With interactive lessons, guest speakers, and field trips, you can really bring the world of agriculture to life in a meaningful way. I know you probably have a lot of questions about our recognition program, and that's no problem. We have you covered. Our website has this super handy FAQ section that dives into all the details that you might be wondering about. We also understand that after reviewing the FAQs on our recognition program page, you may still have questions, and that's no problem at all. We've made it really easy for you to get in touch with us. You can visit our website and fill out the contact form that's available. Once you hit submit, one of our Farm to School team members will reach out to you directly to work through the questions and make sure that you have all the information that you need. Thank you again for listening to our Farm to School office hours today, and we hope to see you at our very next Farm to School office hour.